you're still here. Statistically, most people who clicked on a title like this were gone in the first 8 seconds. I know that because I've watched the numbers on videos like this one for years. A title that makes a big claim gets the click, and then it loses almost everyone almost immediately, because the brain does a very fast, very quiet gut check. Is this actually for me, or is this just noise? And for most people, the answer is noise. They're already reaching for the next thumbnail before I finish this sentence. You didn't leave. Now, here's where a certain kind of video would tell you that means something mystical. That you were chosen. That the algorithm somehow found you because the universe hand picked you out of everyone else scrolling tonight at this exact hour for this exact reason. I'm not going to tell you that, because it isn't true, and honestly, it's a little insulting to your intelligence to pretend it is. You didn't need a cosmic explanation. You need a real one. What's actually happening is simpler, and I think it's more interesting than any of that. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. Its job, in plain terms, is to filter out almost everything you could theoretically pay attention to, because if it didn't, you'd be overwhelmed by every sound, every sign, every stray thought in your peripheral vision, all at once, all the time. So it built a filter based on what you've told it matters. And that filter isn't neutral. It's built out of your self-concept. What you believe about who you are, what you're capable of, what's realistic for someone like you, and what simply isn't worth your energy to consider. So when a video like this reaches you, and you don't scroll, that's not proof you were selected. That's a signal that some part of your internal filter has already shifted enough to let this through. Not because you manifested it into existence out of thin air, because your attention has quietly recalibrated toward something it used to skip past without a second thought. I want to sit with that for a second, because I think it's actually a bigger deal than it sounds when you first hear it. Think about the last time you walked past a bookstore window and a specific book jumped out at you, not because it was the biggest one on display, not because of the cover, but because something in the title matched a question you'd been carrying around without fully naming it, maybe for months. That's the same mechanism. Your mind wasn't randomly drawn to it. It was primed to notice it, because some part of you had already been quietly asking that question in the background, long before you consciously picked up the book. Or think about buying a car. You test drive something, you don't buy it, and suddenly you start seeing that exact model everywhere on the highway, in parking lots. Parked outside your neighbor's house. The number of cars on the road didn't change overnight. Your filter did. It decided that model was now relevant, so it stopped screening it out. Money and opportunity work exactly the same way, except almost nobody applies the logic there. We accept it instantly for cars and pregnant friends suddenly noticing strollers everywhere. But the second it's about wealth, we jump straight to fate, luck, or some invisible hand deciding who gets to succeed. I had a version of this happen to me a few years back, before any of this, before infinite possibilities, before I had language for any of it. I was working a job that paid fine, nothing dramatic, nothing I hated enough to leave in a hurry, and I kept half noticing things. A conversation about someone starting a business, an email from a friend who just left a stable job to go do something riskier than anything I'd ever considered for myself. None of it landed on me directly. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't job hunting or business planning or reading books about it. But I kept noticing it over and over in a way I hadn't before. At the time I thought it was a coincidence, maybe just a phase where those topics happened to come up more. Looking back, I think my filter had already started shifting before the rest of me caught up to it. The notice came first. The decision came months later. The action came after that. Here's the myth, laid out plainly, that some people are simply born tuned in to opportunity, and others aren't. That wealth, minded people have some kind of built-in radar. The rest of us are missing a sixth sense for the right room, the right conversation, the right moment. It's a comforting myth in a strange way, because it takes the responsibility off you. If you don't have the radar, it's not your fault you haven't caught the opportunities yet. You can rest in that explanation. It costs you nothing to believe it, except the possibility of ever changing your situation. But it's not true. There's no radar. There's a filter, and filters get built, not born. Nobody comes out of the womb with a finely tuned instinct for spotting a good investment or knowing which conversation to lean into. That instinct, when you see it in someone, was assembled over years, usually without them consciously designing it. And here's the harder, more useful truth underneath it. If you've spent years telling yourself, even quietly, even without ever saying it out loud to another person, that money is complicated for people like you, or that ambition is for other kinds of people, or that wanting more makes you greedy or unrealistic or naive, your filter learned that. It absorbs it the same way it absorbs everything else you repeat to yourself. And now it's been trained to skip past exactly the kind of information that would have helped you. Not because you're incapable, not because you lack intelligence or drive, because your attention was pointed somewhere else, on quiet instruction from a self-image you built a long time ago. Maybe in a completely different chapter of your life, one that isn't even accurate anymore. I want to be direct about something, because I think a lot of content in this space blurs the line, and I don't want to blur it with you. None of this means you think a thought and a check appears in your account. It doesn't work that way, and if a video ever tells you it does, I'd be cautious about anything else it says too, because that kind of claim usually isn't the only thing being oversold. What actually changes is quieter than that, and slower, and far less cinematic. Your filter starts letting in the conversation you would have tuned out 6 months ago. The opportunity you would have dismissed as not for you. The version of the plan that felt too ambitious to say out loud last year, that suddenly doesn't feel unreasonable anymore when you say it to yourself in the mirror. That's not magic. That's attention, working differently, because the self-concept behind it changed first. The outer shift is just catching up to an inner one that already happened. I write about this in more depth on Manifest the Infinite, specifically how self-concept forms without you noticing, and how to actually work with it instead of around it, if you want to go further than I can take you in 10 minutes. But here, tonight, I just want you to take this with you. You didn't find this video by chance, and you didn't find it because you were chosen out of 8 billion people either. You found it because some part of you has already started paying attention differently than it used to. That's not the ending of the story. That's the very beginning of it, and it started before you even noticed it had. The filter is already changing. You just have to let it keep going.